Hi everybody, my name is Royal Reporter Lydia, and today in today's news report I'm going to be addressing some of the criticism and hate that's going around at the moment about the Princess of Wales after she released her latest family film and gave the public a health update. So if you're not aware of what's actually happened, the Princess of Wales on Monday the 9th of September, Kensington Palace on behalf of her posted a very candid family film, and over the top of it she was voicing over, her plans and her health update and stuff like that, where the Princess of Wales explained that she has completed her chemotherapy and how she is hoping to go back to work on a very scaled down sort of schedule. And it also mentioned how family has supported her through this tough time. Okay, so I thought that this video was very beautifully executed. It was such a lovely video filled with family, showing love, showing strength, showing, showing the people, the prime people that were there during the Princess of Wales's treatment, and it was just such a lovely video showing what meant the most to the Princess of Wales. And she highlighted Prince William, her children, her family, and it was just such a lovely and powerful video, explaining what is important to the Princess of Wales. Of course, when anything comes out about the Princess of Wales, haters jump on bandwagon and go, oh, isn't this a wildlife documentary? Why isn't it focusing on this? Why isn't it focusing on that? And actually, I have analysed this sort of video, which you can see linked in my bio, and it basically highlights all of the things you need to know about the really moments in the video that really struck out as sending a message to the public. So I've actually analysed it in a way where it's actually analysed, rather than these people making a comment on how they've decided to do the video. And people are just so insensitive, I was a bit sad to find out that actually some journalists have even jumped on the bandwagon of actually analysing every single pixel in this video. It was such a beautiful video, and they just literally ruined the vibe about it. It was just such a horrible thing to do. The Princess of Wales has been going through such a tough time, and you have these literally insensitive journalists going, oh, this is looking like a Bowden advert. This is looking like, I don't know, what was the other one? This is like so staged and choreographed. I'm like, what are you on about? What drove me nuts about this other journalist? She was like, oh yeah, it's why is it looking more like a wildlife, advert? I was like, are you stupid? Like, it's not, the whole point of it is not wildlife in particular. The whole point of the Princess of Wales putting wildlife in it is because wildlife is meant to be a sign of, relaxation and healing, and also, tranquility and stuff like that, People find nature very healing. If you ask anyone who is going through a hard time, mentally or physically, they will tell you that nature is really helpful. It really helps them to calm their mind down. That's not saying everybody finds that helpful. I'm just saying that most people do find nature very calming. Unfortunately, people took it the wrong way and thought it was a wildlife advert, which I think is just so rude. Anyway, so if that journalist actually did English, they would know that if you look at these very clear signs in this video that the Princess of Wales did, it's very clear that it's about tranquility, love, family, and the source of nature there is about, it's about a safe space, She's found nature very relaxing and it's helped her. Nature is a very calming thing. So if the person did English, they'd probably know that, because nature has always been a sign of, being calming and stuff like that, and helps with healing and stuff. That was the whole point of the nature, not the fact that they were trying to say, oh, look at the nature, everyone go out and look at nature, everyone look at these trees. That was not the point of it at all. Back to the choreographed bit, this just makes me laugh because I don't think the person actually knew what choreographed was. Choreographing is like saying, this is a pirouette, do a pirouette here in this part of the music, do a jump here, or I don't know, do a laugh here if you're doing acting, or drive off at this point. That's choreographing. But choreographing in particular is with dancing and stuff like that. Choreographing a video about your family life, I don't think you can do that. I just don't think that that's possible. You cannot tell your children, please don't climb on that tree until this point. Please don't do this on this point. Please don't do this. It just does not work. It was literally just Will walking around with the camera and saying, all right, I'm just going to film your guys' day, just do what you want, And he's a pro filmer. I'm sure he's a pro filmer, and he would have known how to capture the right bits at the right time. And it's just very easy for people that are very skilled in this position to film people in the most candid way possible because they are so good at their job. Will Wah has filmed so many of the families, you know, candid films before. He's very good at capturing the family just as a family, rather than saying, oh, can you do that again please, Princess of Wales, because I didn't catch that right, you know? He's very good at just filming them. I mean, he would have probably filmed a number of shots of them walking here and walking there, but it wasn't like, oh yeah, stop, yeah, can we go back to the start film again? There was just none of that. I can't expect that there was anything like, oh, can you do that climbing tree again please, Lou? I didn't catch it. It was probably just him with the camera going, yeah, okay. Oh, Louis on a tree, or oh, they're walking, let me just film a number of different side angles, you know? He probably had a lot of cameras with him, you know? It's not uncommon in this day and age for people to just walk down the street and decide to film something. It's not uncommon. This next thing that I'm going to speak about drove me up the wall, and I'm sure when I speak about it, it'll probably drive you all up the wall as well. Okay, so this next thing was said by another journalist, not going to mention their name. They were like, oh, yeah, William and Catherine are turning into Harry and Meghan. And I was like, what? How did you get Harry and Meghan from the Prince and Princess of Wales? Since when? This person was acting like this is the first time that the Prince and Princess of Wales has posted a special film about their family. Like, have they only just become a journalist? Because if so, they should really go and look through their back catalogue so they know what they're talking about. Prince and Princess of Wales have been posting family films for, like, I would say about 6 years. I would literally say 6-7 years they've been posting these family films. Prince and Princess of Wales are more of an open family. They're more open about their family life than other members of the royal family, but they still protect their children with all their might because their children are their pride and joy, and also their children are very young, so they don't want to overexpose them to royal life. They want to give them that perfect balance between royal life and private life. But they have given us the snippets, the small snippets into their children's lives. The first time they properly did this was when the Prince and Princess of Wales celebrated their 10th wedding anniversary back in 2021, and they released a beautiful film, filmed again by Will Wah, who filmed this recent one, on their social media channels. And of course, people loved it, blah, blah, blah. It was, you know, them their children run across the field on, you know, on the equipment in their Norfolk home, them running, you know, climbing trees, roasting marshmallows, which is such a lovely and candid video game. I would say that was the first sort of film that the family did. The second sort of film that the family did was the coronation film, where they did lots of different films over the course of the coronation weekend, which was Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah. But yes, they did a short, they did like, you know, a film. They got Will Wah and Matt Porteous to film and take pictures throughout the coronation weekend, and that was another one of their films that they have done, giving people a snapshot behind the scenes and, you know, the preparation for the coronation and stuff like that. Another film, not filmed by Will Wah, but filmed by the BBC, was the King's coronation year sort of documentary. Again, filmed behind the scenes of the whole royal family, preparation, etc., and so on and so forth. It featured the Princess Royal, you know, speaking about her brother, the late Queen, stuff like that. That was another thing where we have seen behind the scenes of members of the royal family. And then obviously the latest one was when the Princess of Wales released a health update with a family video in tow. You know, that's not the first one that they've done. You know, the British royal family in this day and age have been pretty open about, you know, preparations for events, and, you know, some of them have been really open about their health as well. I do think that, you know, people just haven't done the research. You know, if the Princess of Wales wants to announce a health update with a video of her family, that's her choice, and it's nothing to do with us. So I don't know why people are making out like, you know, they are the choice makers. Like, you're not. She decides to make that choice, and we have to respect that, and I thought it was a lovely way she did it, so I don't know what people are moaning about. Okay, so the second to last point I'm going to speak about is quite a difficult sort of thing to speak about, because I don't understand what this person was getting at. Anyway, someone on X was actually being quite insensitive and said the Princess of Wales's family video was not a true representation of how, you know, cancer journeys sort of are. Which I thought was just so insensitive. Why would you say something like that? Now, when it comes down to cancer and stuff like that, every cancer patient's journey is very different. There is not one journey that will be the same as another person's journey. And I think people were expecting her to like be like any other cancer patient, you know, lost their hair, you know, very sick and stuff like that. I think that is very stereotypical of somebody that sadly has cancer, and that's what they were expecting the Princess of Wales to be like, you know, very sick. And I'm sure she was very ill at one point, because chemotherapy makes people that have cancer ill. Now, I study health science at my online university, and I am not a pro in talking about treatments and stuff like that, but I can tell you a bit about what I understand from the Princess of Wales's treatment. So from what I've understood, the Princess of Wales's treatment was preventative chemotherapy. Now I'm thinking that is a treatment that gets rid of cancer cells, all the minuscule cancer cells that you can't see, to hopefully prevent the cancer from spreading and reoccurring and stuff like that. So that's what the Princess of Wales had. That's the treatment she had. That was what, you know, she had from her doctors and her medical team. When it comes down to, you know, sort of hair falling out and stuff, every single cancer patient will have a different treatment plan, and they will have a different reaction to the treatment. There is not one patient you will find in history that will have the same exact symptoms and after effects as another patient who has the same illness. That is why there is loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of treatment offers and medications for lots of different illnesses, right? And, you know, she may have not lost all of her hair, but she may have lost some. We don't know, because again, she kept most of her health private, and she has every right to. But I think that comment was just very uneducated. I mean, I'm studying health science, so I know a bit more about treatments and stuff like that, because I've learned about cancer before at university. But I just feel like if you don't really understand something, I mean, I personally feel like that comment was just rude. I don't know. I just feel like it's very insensitive, because every cancer patient's journey is very different. And I feel like that was just putting them all in a box together and saying, oh, they have all these symptoms and they have all these things that happen to them, which is completely wrong, and it's not actually the reality of most cancer patients. They're all different, and they all have different treatment plans and all have different you know, reactions to different medications and stuff. So I just thought that comment was just really insensitive and just showed how rude that person was. So okay, so last but not least, I'm going to speak about this comment I see all the time. People say they're famous, so they should be used to scrutiny. And this is usually people like the Republicans that go around saying this, and I completely disagree with it. I don't agree with people going around bombarding people, hating on people, scrutinizing people, or anything of the sort, abusing people or anything, simply because of their status, right? Not in anything that anyone has done. Has anyone that's getting attacked online ever done anything to that person that's attacking them? So why are we now in that culture where everyone thinks it's okay to attack someone that is doing good in this world? I don't understand why people find it okay and an excuse to say they're famous, so they deserve to be attacked. It doesn't matter if someone is a celebrity, a royal person, or just does a public serving job. No one should be attacked online, literally for being famous. Anyone that says that people who are famous should be abused, I don't know what you're talking about, but no one should be abused. Doesn't matter their status or their fame or the amount of money they make. No one should be abused in this society. No one. People should feel safe, people should feel loved, and people should feel respected, no matter who they are. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope that cleared up some of the ridiculous comments that are going around. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day wherever you are. I hope you all stay safe, and I'm sending my love to each and every single one of you. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!